Fred. Time for run number 2, 5 miles, quick stretch now, 40-minute run, be back, shower, time for work. Hopefully not an issue, we'll see. Still pretty tight, pretty sore from Saturday's 15 miles. My knee's not feeling the best, but no pain, no gain, right? So tough, struggling a bit for pace. My legs feel very heavy. Not in pain, but just very, very heavy. Big bed's a bit shy at the moment. It's like that morning poo with brewing. Oh, I just gotta find some way to guarantee that before I leave. Run number 2 finished. Over 5 miles. Oh, 20 down, 80 to go for the month. Did in the time I wanted, 39:18 to the 5. It's a slower pace, I think, than on Saturday, but I feel, oh, my legs are heavy. Like Thursday's gonna be tougher, and Saturday's gonna be tougher. But this is still exactly what I'm saying I'm bad at. I don't recover. It just sits there in my legs. They grow heavier and heavier, and then they snap. But so far, I'm doing okay. Time to get in, shower, use the loo, get in the data science grind. So as I've hopped on to literally everyone I know over and over again to the point it's exhausting, I am the most injury prone man alive. And after my runs this week, I'm really feeling it. My legs are heavy, my knee is very, very sore. So what that means is it's time for a bit of recovery. So first things first, I have to actually figure out or try and estimate what is wrong. And I have a PhD in not spending money to go to the physio. So in my expert opinion, the pain in the back of my knee is hamstring tendonitis caused by tightness up here. Well, knowing that gives us a number of ways to proceed. The first way, amputation at the hip. Chop it all off. No more pain. Yeah, chop it all off, no more pain. Get into wheelchair sports, get into the Paralympics, not the Paralympics, but para sports. You're just going in circles. Get into some wheelchair sports and go about it that way. Second way, just ignore it, run through the pain, let it get worse. That's what I did for most of my life. Just ignored it, tried to get through the pain. And then eventually you find yourself 70 years old and you can't move your knees anymore. I mean, I haven't done that yet, I'm not 70 years old yet, I'm 25 and I can't move my knees anymore. Third way, standard rice, rest, ice, compression, elevation, and stock up on ibuprofen and hope I don't develop a stomach ulcer. Now, I would do that, it sounds great, but my freezer is not cold enough to freeze an ice pack. So I'm just sticking to the ibuprofen, hoping I don't get a stomach ulcer. Doing the Rooker, the RCE, but I can't do the ice. So, you know, we're, I guess, 80% of the way there. But the other issue is, if I solve the inflammation in the back of my knee, I don't solve the issue in my hamstring, what's going to stop it coming back? So that leads us on to number 4, which is do some stretching, do some mobility training, try and get rid of this tightness, and that's what we're going to do now. 3 parts to my stretching and mobility. Part number 1 is what it says on the tin, stretching. I'll start with my ankles, move all the way up and do static stretching. I do it every night. All you need to do is whack the TV on, which I'm about to do, Champions League's on, so just stretch for an hour, even 15 minutes every day, or as much as you can, and you will find a difference. Even if you don't think you're injury prone, eventually you will be. Do it now, preserve yourself for the future, and when you get there, resist the urge to pay me money for this advice. Number 2, invest in one of these bad boys, a foam roller. I mean, from Sports Direct, so it probably cost me £3.50 in a packet of cigarettes. It's amazing. Do it all over the leg, the calves, the hamstring, the IT band, which is this bit that goes sort of down the side of your leg, even on your back, any part of your body, roll it, find a bit that hurts and stick to it. Literally go up and down on that bit that hurts over and over again until, well, it won't stop hurting, but you know, until you've had enough. And then move on to the next body part. And finally, if I knew where it was, my trusty cricket ball. Sit down, sturdy position, sort of 4 points of contact, you can't be moved, and I crack myself in the head with it over and over again until I stop caring about my knee pain. Nah, jokes. Literally, put up a chair, sit it on the chair, get it on the tight spot, mainly my hamstring, and roll. It's sort of like the foam roller, it's a bit more localised, and it really digs in on that bit of the hamstring. It can be really easy to overdo this, so be careful. But I like to do it throughout the day while I'm sitting down working. Oh, it's horrible. And really work it out.
No, James, no, James, fuck off.
I have to for the video.
Right.
Got it. About to go out on run number 4, 10 miles, can't be asked. Done my stretching, got my gear on. Let's try and get this done in, I guess, less than an hour and a half or something. Run to Hyde Park, maybe do a lap. See how it goes. After this we'll be 35 down and picking up steam. So there we are, 5 miles. Am I feeling good? No. Legs are heavy, going very slow, but that's okay. The challenge is the distance, not the time. But so, yeah, on the bright side, weather's sick, Hyde Park's beautiful. Let's keep going. So there we go, 10 miles done, up to 35 in the challenge now. Well, that was hard. Not the fastest, but for some reason I feel disappointed in myself, and it's ridiculous. If I was to give any advice, it's never lose track on your goals and where you started. If this time last year you told me I'd be running 10 miles plus every Saturday and about 20 miles every week, I would have said absolutely not. My body's not even capable, I'd break. But I'm doing it, and yet I'm still disappointed at how achy I am afterwards, and the next day and the day after that. I'm still disappointed with how little I recover, even though I'm still doing it, and it's stupid. So never forget your initial expectations. It makes sense to change them. As you get better, as you reach them, you'd be silly to not keep increasing them. But just don't forget where you started. If anything, write it down, come back to it monthly, see where you gauge up, and anything after that is a plus, not a negative. That's what I view it as. I view it as a negative. Like, even on race day, I'll go into a half marathon knowing I'm coming off the back of injuries or something, with the aim of a 1:45, and I'll maybe get a 1:38, and I'll be disappointed I didn't get a 1:36. It's stupid. I should be happy that I beat the initial 1:45. That's why I have started writing my goals down and come back to them monthly, just to make sure I remember what I initially wanted to do and whether or not I achieved it. Otherwise you just feel like you're never achieving it, you're never reaching expectations. And it's really helped. So yeah, another 10 miles down, 35 done in the challenge, 65 to go, and we're on track. So thanks guys, see you next time.